Hey folks, welcome back. Chris in Central Pennsylvania. The 2026 FIFA World Cup is underway. The first game was played at Aztec Stadium in Mexico a few hours ago, and South Africa facing Mexico, a repeat of the 2010 FIFA World Cup when South Africa hosted the event, except then it was a 1-1 draw. Today, a rather pedestrian game for both sides. South Africa played abysmally. A good start to the game, the first 8 minutes, played very good, a nice save by their goalie and some great play, good passing, smooth, crisp pass, but a boneheaded pass right in front of the net by the goalie led to an easy goal for Quinones, and Mexico was off to a 1-0 lead just about 9 minutes into the contest, and they never relinquished that lead. At times it looked like it was going to be a big blowout. Now, before the game, I was asked on Ronaldo's program a few days ago what my prediction for the game would be. I said the score would be 2-0 or 2-1 if Bafana can pull off getting a goal. Well, they couldn't, and the final score was 2-0. It could have been a lot worse. Post was hit, a couple of bad plays. Now, Bafana had very poor discipline and wound up with 2 red cards in this game. We're down 2 players, and as I said, very fortunate they didn't get a much worse outcome. But the Mexican fans were getting angry and booing their own team because of its lackadaisical, reserved approach, conservative approach once they had a 1-0 lead. To me, I don't understand the game of soccer when people get a 1-0 lead with another 50 minutes left in the game. Why are you taking your foot off the gas? You want to press, you want to press, you want to press, particularly after a red card, you want to press so that you wind up with another goal, insurance goal. But they didn't do that. They didn't get that insurance goal until late in the game. But whatever the case is, Bafana was boring, and lame. They blew a tire. All the air came out of the team. So 2 players will be out for the next game when they play in Atlanta in just a few days down the road. So Bafana's chances in this World Cup suffered a major blow today. However, given the fact that virtually all 48 of the teams advanced to the next round, I think 42 advanced, they still have a chance because they didn't give up too many goals. 2 goals might keep them in the race, even if they don't win a game. We'll see what happens. But Bafana, not impressive tonight. I'm looking forward to the Springboks. As I've always said, the beautiful game, not so beautiful. Now, I have to say that the officiating, except for one instance in which the South African side was awarded the ball for a player interfering, he didn't even touch the South African player. One instance. Beyond that, I thought the Brazilian official was fantastic. There was some debate amongst the soccer experts who were commentating on the English channel that I was listening to, which, as usual, is boring. Donovan Landon and others were there, and it was very boring. Listening to the Mexican channels, like I did in 1990 when I lived on the border with Mexico down in Arizona, was amazing. I switched from the Americans who were putting me to sleep to the Mexican channel, which I didn't understand at the time, Spanish, and it was exciting. They are very exciting announcers. This game was, quite frankly, boring, pedestrian, and the Mexican side was not impressive either. I don't think they're going to go very deep in this thing, although Quinones is pretty impressive. He had a couple good strikes on goal and got the 1 point. But anyway, that's the situation. As far as I'm concerned, Bafana bombed out today. That doesn't mean they can't come back, but was not impressive. And the 2026 FIFA World Cup is underway. Complaints about the ticket prices, and rightly so. It's a king's ransom to get to a game. I tried to log in a couple days ago for last-minute tickets. The availability was limited. The only tickets available I could find were at $2,600 and upwards. That's not an average man's game. I can't afford that. I'm sure most of you can't afford that. But that's the reality. So people complaining about the ticket prices. People complaining about the Somali referee sent back to Africa, who, according to the U.S. government, has ties to known terrorists. Therefore, he's not coming in. And one of the members of the Egyptian team was detained for a number of hours because the way he answered the border agents' questions was dodgy. Whatever the case is, he got in the country, and Egypt is here. So, 48 teams, 39 days. Who will win it? Who are you betting on? Well, I'm not betting on Mexico or Bafana based on today's performance. Neither of them looked very good. Mexico wins the game easily, and it could have been much worse, but they were not impressive. And the Mexican fans let them know that, even though it was at home. So there you have it, folks. And also, a lot of people said, well, the altitude is an advantage. Not against Bafana. A lot of those guys play in Gauteng, and they're accustomed to altitude. So that wasn't the advantage. And the temperature wasn't even an issue. It was 72 degrees Fahrenheit. Humidity was 55%. It's quite nice. So the temperature and altitude really didn't hurt the South African side. Their ill discipline and poor passing hurt them. All right, so good luck to the boys, and we'll see what happens going forward. But tonight, they just didn't cut the mustard. And South African fans will have lots of excuses. That is the soccer fans. But those of us who love rugby are paying attention to the test season coming up. But before that, on the 19th, we've got the URC Championship in Leinster. It's time for the Bulls to stop being the bridesmaid and to be the bride. 3 times they've been in the finals. It's the 4th time in 5 years. They've lost 3 times to the Stormers, to Glasgow, and to Leinster. It's time to take it from Leinster in Dublin. What say you, folks? Cheers.